Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My screen froze.
Everything looks good on my end. How is everybody? Make sure and let us know where you're calling from in or where you're watching from, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I'm seeing a few people coming in. Let us know what state you're coming from as well, so we have an idea of kind of what you're going through. We know a lot of you that are in Texas or California are going through a lot of struggles right now with the rolling blackouts. And so our thoughts and our prayers with all of you who are in those areas of frustration. I myself am stuck in a blizzard. I know Joel's probably going to be getting a blizzard here before too long. But all the good reason to have some extra recovery tools around for some relaxation if you can't go anywhere or do anything. So we've got Georgia and New York and Florida. I think I just saw Nashville. I'm looking at a screen from far away. Virginia. Awesome. Super excited. Got Missouri. We have to remember it is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that those who are still sleeping on the West Coast are going to wake up to this unless they're early risers like Joel is. I'm not so much an early riser. I like to get up around 7. Awesome. All right, Joel, do you want to share everybody with the giveaway that's going on today? Joel, can you hear me? Yes, it is snowing again. All right. Joel, can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, we've got a giveaway going on here today. Joel, did you want to tell everybody about this or do you want me to talk about it? Give me a thumbs up if you want me to talk about it. Okay. I love Joel. Joel doesn't like to talk as much as I do, so he likes to give me the spotlight, which I love. All right, guys. We've got an amazing thing going on today. For every person who enters into this giveaway, which is going on right now, we're going to choose one lucky winner. And, you can ask questions. You can see this new product that we're launching. But today is a very special day because we are rewarding one person with a new device that we're not going to tell you about just yet, but you get to be one of the lucky people to try it before it is out and about and doing some really cool things. So I'm not going to give you any secrets because I'm sworn to secrecy, but I will tell you that I have been using it and I love, love, love it. It is something like we have never had before. So want to make sure that you look forward to that. So go ahead and make sure you submit your entry for sharing your comments and giving us feedback. And we're going to spin the magic wheel today at the end of this little launch for this new product, and then one of you will walk away with it. So that being started, give me some love, give me some thumbs up if you're excited to hear about this new piece of equipment that I'm using right now, this new device. It is a foot massager, and I know we've already got foot massagers out, but this is so different. This is called Relaxify, and it sounds exactly as it is. It is all about relaxing. So if you know of our other foot massagers, it is just a single panel that your feet sit on. You don't have anything coming over the top. And this one has heat. This one's got programs. This one's got a handle that you can carry along. But what I love about it, if you can see my little piggly wigglies are pushing through this top portion, is there's massage going on all the way around my entire foot. So this will be the first time that we've had something like this. It has 2 preset programs. So you don't get to choose in a manual mode setting. It is either one program or the other. And we also have a heat feature with this. So what I like about this is you don't have to think. You just take your shoes off. You can leave your socks on, or if you wear TED hose or compression stockings for neuropathy or to increase circulation to your extremity, you can leave your socks on in order to do this. But oh my gosh, does it feel so good with your shoes and socks off. I'm going to tell you this one, this specific device, it's 13.7 inches long and it's 11 inches wide and it's about 8 inches tall, meaning that that's where the handle is. So this right here, where I've got my hand, that's a handle for you to be able to carry this around. Today only, it is 20% off at $94.99. It's regularly priced at $120, but today it's 20% off. You get it for $94.99 and it's already available for sale. So if you are on the internet, you can go ahead and click buy right now. It's available. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. We are launching it right now. So it has two different heat features. Low setting of heat is 113 degrees Fahrenheit, and the high heat setting is 131 degrees Fahrenheit. And some of you might be like, oh my gosh, 131 degrees, that is really hot. It's not as hot as you might assume, because most of you who think of 131 degrees, you're thinking with humidity and in the air. I can tell you I have a far infrared sauna that goes up to 145 and it feels amazing. So when you have heat that is, exposing to your feet and, giving you comfort, giving you extra feet, extra circulation, 131 isn't that bad. And 113 is really, really comfortable heat for those of you who are heat sensitive. Oh, I hear Joel.
Hi, do you hear me now?
There he is, with a lot of feedback in the background.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you hear me now?
I can hear you now, very loud.
Awesome. So you hear me well?
Can hear you really well. Yes.
Awesome.
Actually can hear
awesome.
a lot of extra noise in the background.
Okay, so I just wanted to Amber just review how to win the giveaway. The rules
Yes, I'm gonna let you share that information.
But if you don't hear me well, I'm afraid to share because no one's gonna hear me.
Share, because if I hear you, I'll repeat it.
Awesome. So in order to enter the giveaway, you need to share the video that we're streaming right now onto your page. So you click share and then comment below that you shared, and you will get entered into the giveaway. So this product is like, I don't want to say what it is yet, but it's super special. We didn't launch it yet. When is it scheduled to launch officially?
It's the first week of March, so March the 5th. It's on a Friday.
So you'll get this before. Oh, there we go. Someone helped it. Very good. Thank you, Cassie. Whoever is doing this. So there you go. There are the rules. All right, Amber, you can continue.
Awesome. Okay, so what are some of the great benefits of the Relaxify foot massager? So it alleviates chronic pain. It's not going to take away your pain, but it's going to help give you some relief. So if you have arthritis, if you have plantar fasciitis, if you have Achilles tendonitis, if you have neuropathy in your feet, and you just, maybe you're one of those people who wears those uncomfortable high-heeled shoes to work because that's what you're used to wearing, and you got to give your feet a little bit of a break, you can have this sitting underneath of your desk, giving yourself, a 15-minute massage, because it's a default setted for 15 minutes. And you can't really adjust the time much you just have to kind of pace yourself. So there's no timer necessarily, and it's automatically 15 minutes. So you don't have to think. That's why I love it about it. It's got 3 buttons, a power on, a power off, a mode button to choose one of 2 programs, and a heat setting of one of 2 heat settings. So super, super easy to use. Don't have to do any brain power like you do with some of the other things we get a lot of questions about, like which program for this. It's just one or the other. But anyhow, if you have issues with your feet, or you just want to relax, maybe you're one of those people that you like to go to the mall and you like to sit in those relaxation recliners. This is like what the feet feels like in one of those foot recliners, like one of those, really, really expensive recliners at the mall that you pop the quarters into in order to get a little bit of time of massage without having to have somebody touching you. The other thing is going to increase your joint mobility. So if we can loosen up tight muscles, if we can work on getting swelling out of your foot, if you naturally develop peripheral edema, not from an acute injury, but if you just naturally have fluid accumulation in your extremities because of age or barometric pressure changes or just doing too much of a good thing, it helps to compress that swelling back up into your limb. It also decreases stress. in a way that we are increasing our happy hormones in the form of serotonin. And of course, included with that is the dopamine, the oxytocin, and your natural painkillers, which is endorphins. And we decrease cortisol, which is our stress hormone, which makes us, it can have the potential to make us very sick over time if those levels get way too high. So if you have tired feet and you're trying to recharge, reinvigorate tired feet, it has a really, really comfortable relax. It has really, I can't even stop saying relaxation because it's so relaxing. It has a relaxing massage feature, 2 different programs. Most important thing is to use it on a flat surface. I'm using it on carpet. You can use it on hard flooring. I was actually playing with this with my husband last night. So here's a little insight. My husband wears a size 13 shoe, Bigfoot, right? His feet will fit in here, but he's got a very bony foot structure and his feet are very hypersensitive. He enjoyed it, but he couldn't enjoy it from a flat position as how I'm seated right now. So one thing we did for him last night to get a different alignment going on with his feet in the device was we took the device and we elevated the front of it because of whatever kind of mobility he might or might not have in his ankles. He could not get into a position in which he was comfortable until I put the towel underneath one edge of it, which changed the alignment of his foot ankle joint. So some of you might have trouble in getting into full, especially if you've had an ankle sprain or an ankle surgery. You might have to put a towel underneath the back end of it and pointing downward so that you can just slide your piggly wigglies through and don't have to worry about getting that compression right here on the anterior tibialis, which can be a pressure point. So I have had a chance to play with it. He had a chance to play with it and he loves having his feet worked on. That's one of his favorite things to have done. But I, with tired hands at the end of the day, the last thing I want to do at 11 o'clock at night is work on my husband's feet. So this was, I pulled this out of the box and I said, okay, let's give it a try. And he liked it. He does wear a size 13 shoe and he barely fits all the way through the top of the platform here that it sits on. And it does have, I'm going to show you this up close. It does have this bridge that comes through here. And so if you can think about tucking your feet through, and you've got massagers here on the bottom and you have massagers here on top. And there's also the heat feature that you feel on top. So it's really cool how you can feel it all the way around the entire foot structure. But if you do have hypersensitive feet, because they do have some, I know he's very sensitive in his feet. If maybe you just want to slide your toes through or the balls of your foot and you don't want to slide your ankle all the way through, there's a lot of ways that you can work around this because there's, again, it's a larger platform to work from. There's the surface of it. So it's 13.5, it's about 13.7 inches long cross and 11 inches this way. So like I said, for him, he's a size 13 shoe and he's had sprained ankles. So his ankle joints swell up really pretty much all the time through the winter and his feet just ache because when our weather is always changing, the barometric pressure changes how our fluid moves through our body and our joints. So if you have inflammation, if you have arthritis, if say you've got fibromyalgia and your feet bother you with fibromyalgia, or you've got diabetic neuropathy, you can use this to just give yourself a little bit of relief. And what I like about this versus having somebody doing massage on you, and I do massage on a daily basis, but what I think is really cool about this is if you know what the machine feels like with your foot through there, you can think your way through that, but you can't think your way through somebody putting pressure on you with their hands. In fact, it can create some unwanted anxiety if you're afraid to tell that individual that they're pushing too hard in certain places, or that you don't like the amount of pressure, not enough pressure, what have you. And we all have different sensitive points in our feet. Do you know that 25% of the total bones in the human body are in the foot ankle alone? And we have over 100 ligaments. So we want to make sure, that we have the ability, the flexibility to move our feet in certain ways so that we can get the sensation that makes us all feel good, because different people have different sensations, have different relief. So what I need versus what you need are all going to be a little different. When we look at the top of this, again, it's super user friendly. okay? Your power button is right here in the middle. So let's say that you're on the platform, and for him, he didn't like the way it felt, the way I had his foot positioned, which was flat. So I hit this instantly and it kicks off, so he could slide out from underneath, you know, could take his foot back out of there. And then we adjusted it on the ground and then restarted again. So we have our heat feature button there. So you push it once, it automatically kicks on to 113 degrees. If you push it again, so let's do this, let's power on. So we're power on. So you see the three LED lights. We push it on again on the heat feature and you get 131 degrees. And you're gonna feel this heat through the top, which feels really, feels really warm, feels really good. And then if you want a different preset program, then you're gonna push, oh, that's the wrong button. That's the heat feature. There we go. We're gonna push the mode button. The mode button is gonna give you one or two lights. Let me go from the bottom here. One or two lights, and the one or two lights is either P1 or P2. So there's P1, there's P2. And then it automatically starts for 15 minutes. So you don't have to worry about anything else but those two buttons. And then this middle button is kind of like your emergency stop button. So if you decide you don't like what's happening and you can't get your foot out because it's massaging you at the same time, you just push that middle button and it's done. It does not have a remote control. Some of our other foot massagers have remote controls. This one is so simple. I'm not quite sure what you would do with a remote control for this one. But it's, let me pause that, get my little piggly wigglies all wiggled in there. And we're back on, and I'm gonna go mode 2 and high heat because I haven't felt the P2 program since I've sat here this morning. But Joel and I were talking, we both had late nights. I worked on some basketball girls getting ready to go to the semi-state championships last night until 11 o'clock. And he was up taking care of some business on his own. So, you know, we both are tired this morning. We had a 2-hour delay today for school. So trying to scramble to get the kiddo out the door, get him ready to go. And we haven't been to school all week today. Like this whole week, we've been on snow days for 4 days. So today was the only day my 10-year-old went to school. And I love my 10-year-old, but oh my gosh, how many of you parents are so thankful to have school for your kids? Because how do we entertain our babies when they're at home and they're going crazy, right? So I needed this. So perfect timing for this launch, Joel. I'm loving this. Anyhow, yes, so this is the Relaxify foot massager. So many great benefits. Just, you know, it's very simple, very easy to carry around. This is much different than the others that we've had in that your feet are not moving. Your feet are stable and the device is moving around your foot. So very, very different from what we've had before. And so if you have one of the other foot massagers, that doesn't mean you're not going to enjoy this one because it's just a totally different sensation, totally different experience. If you've had one of our other devices and you haven't enjoyed the foot massagers that we've had before, give this one a try. It's not trying to find the right wording for this. You still have vibration, you still have the little acupressure balls working, but it is a really soothing sensation. And again, you have control as to how you position the device and how you position your foot. You can still move your piggly wigglies, but you're getting that pulsation all the way around your foot. So if you are a claustrophobic person and you don't like having your feet compressed and confined, you're experiencing that with this. So I might caution those of you who are in that situation that you don't do well when you can't move your feet and your feet are confined. But I will tell you, with the heat and with the roller balls, it feels most magical, for sure, most magical. You know, and I needed this. So I'm so thankful to be able to do this morning because I've got a very long day of people to serve. And this just jumpstarts my day. It kind of gives me that calming meditation where I can just sit and relax, work with all of you or listen to music. And just, it's the calm before the storm of my day, if you will. Fridays are busy days. So that being said, let me pop up here and look at some of these questions while you know, you guys are all still here. Again, it's a super simple unit. It is like a little piece of heaven. Yes. So those of you who have had pedicures and you like going to have pedicures, because you like the massage part of a pedicure, this is like an instant pedicure without having to have your nails painted. So yes, and when your feet are happy, everything is happy. If your feet are not feeling good, the rest of your body does not load properly. So you have to take care of your feet. The cost for today only, 20% off, is $94.99. It has already launched, so you can click into the shopping cart today in order to buy one if you'd like. Oh, is that not right, Joel? We launched today, correct?
Yes, but I'm noticing
Okay.
now we're having technical difficulties, and I see the comments. I'm freaking out, but we're trying to work on it. Why it's not showing available? So
Okay,
please,
got it.
yes, please, thank you.
Got it. Okay, we got it. Okay, Kelly Small, thank you for your question. How do you clean it? So this is really important. You don't want to get in this if you have wet feet, okay? And you don't want to have this in a wet area. You don't want to submerge this in a wet area. Being in a healthcare setting, I use a lot of this type of stuff where, I'm having to cleanse it, especially massage guns, and just, again, with the platforms, using those with different feet. If you take a Clorox wipe or a disinfection wipe and just wipe off the surface, that is the easiest way to disinfect it. If you don't feel that your wet wipe is doing what you need it to do, then you can take a can of Lysol, because Lysol will kill just about anything, or any COVID approved cleanser, but from more of a spray. So I would not, you don't want to do anything to make this wet, because there's electronics in the device. So you don't want to use it if you've got wet feet. But if you take a Clorox wipe and just wipe it throughout, then it will disinfect, so that you can use it among different households or family members or teammates, however you want to do it. You can wear socks. You don't have to wear socks, but you can wear socks if you want to. And it just, it kind of takes more of the pressure off of the sensitivity, or I should say, it's not really taking the pressure off. It's desensitizing those neurons that are in your feet. So what's really important to remember, I've talked about this with going barefoot on the platforms, like 80% of your proprio neuroreceptors that give your brain feedback about where your body is and how it moves, 80% of those exist on the skin and the bottom of the feet in the form of small and large cell bundles. So if you stimulate those and you make those little guys happy, then the rest of your body benefits from it, all the way up to the brain. So, yes, very, very good for the feet. It can be used for more than 15 minutes, but you do want to make sure and give yourself a little bit of a break, and then you can push the power on button again. It's a 15-minute preset. So you just turn on the unit and automatically defaults to 15 minutes. Okay, I'm looking at, so what's the difference between this and the ThriveX? Actually, good question about that. So the ThriveX are the compression boots. And with the compression boots, you're getting that graduated compression all the way up the extremity, whereas this is foot only. So you don't want to try and use this with your hands. This is not tested to be used for your hands or your arms. But with this, you can use this, again, it almost feels very similar to the ThriveX now that you mention it, because you have compression going all the way around the whole foot, but you're just using the foot. You're not even sliding your ankle through. So this is very foot specific, but it is like the ultimate massage. If you can imagine little amber thumbs inside your ThriveX boots, or little amber thumbs inside your socks, working and kneading through the bottom of your feet and the top of your foot. That's what it feels like when you stick that in there. Of course, many of you don't know what amber thumbs feel like, but if you can imagine little roller balls, it just feels really, really good. So what are the benefits compared to the Serenity massager? The benefits are really very similar. The difference with this is you would get compression all the way around. So you can see me looking through, okay? You can see how those little roller balls are working there, okay? Now with the Serenity and the Vitalize, those are both going to be very comparable, but it doesn't go all the way around the foot. The foot actually slides through this, and you're getting massage here on the top. You're getting massage on the bottom. You're not getting, whereas with the other two, they move back and forth or up and down. This does not move at all. So you just have the roller balls underneath this protective fabric. This is very, very soft. And then you have like this memory foam on top that kind of conforms to your foot. And then there is pressure chambers in here that help provide, you know, that compression relief, similar to the graduated compression of the Thrive X. It's just, it's squeeze, release, and then we add the balls into that. If, you know, it's all pre-programmed, so you don't have to worry about changing the programming or changing the speed. You can't change the speed or the time. It's already default. So, what's the best option for plantar fasciitis? That's a good question. I'm going to tell you right now, plantar fasciitis is not typically something that starts in the bottom of the foot. It starts in the calves. So if you're able to massage the foot is great for plantar fasciitis, but most people have pain because in the plantar fascia of the bottom of the foot because the calves are way too tight. So if you have one of our handy dandy massage guns, then you can use the massage gun or even the vibration platform on your calves. And then this is much more isolating of the bottom of the foot. So it provides really good relief for tired feet, but it's not going to fix plantar fasciitis because plantar fasciitis truly exists most of the time in the calf complex. And it's just where you experience pain is very seldom ever the source of the problem. So it's just the weakest outlet of the problem. So yes, you can benefit from this with plantar fasciitis, especially if you have very sore, painful feet. But it's not going to make that problem go away until you start addressing it in the calf region. You do get heat and massage. You can turn the heat feature off if you choose to, but you don't have to. Yes, we do need a calf and foot massager combo, but you actually already have one of those in the form of all of our vibration platforms, because our vibration platforms do exactly that, but on a level that you can't even comprehend. So if you're looking for that foot calf massager, that's the whole body vibration platforms. Yes, Joel.
So I just wanted to let you know, sorry, I've been zoned out. I've been trying to fix the issues that we're having. It's almost fixed. Give me another minute. But by the way, yeah, just letting you know that the enter the contest is probably expiring within the next 2 minutes. Remember, you need to share and you need to type the word shared so you can be entered in the contest. Okay, did you answer all the questions? Sorry, I was completely out.
I did a lot of them. I was going to answer one other that I saw earlier. Okay, so Lucy, does this help with bunions? It's not going to help with bunions because bunions are not a problem with your foot being tight. Bunions are a problem because of the great toe muscles not activating properly. So in order to help with your bunions and realigning your bunions, you need to work on more of strengthening the great toe muscle and isolating the tibialis posterior. And if you don't know how to do that, then you can look with your local physical therapist and see how you might do that, or Barefoot Strong. The other question I saw was, can you use this if you have a pacemaker? I'm going to be honest with you and tell you I have no idea the answer to that question, because with pacemakers, you have to be aware of electrical currents and you have to be aware of magnets. To my knowledge, there are no specific electrical currents that are creating this therapeutic relief. And I don't know that there's any magnets inside the unit. But if you have magnets or any kind of electrical current that is exposed to the body, those would be contraindications of those with pacemakers. So if you want to try that, I don't know that there's anything in here. And Joel, you might be able to answer this better, but I don't think that there's anything in here that would create problems with a pacemaker.
Yeah, there shouldn't be no issue whatsoever. And by the way, it is live now. Thank you so much for your patience. Oh my gosh. All right. Yes, it's live.
Boom, 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 boom. The weight is, I forgot to share with that. It weighs 8.5 pounds. 8.5 pounds. It's super, super light. And like I said, we can just carry it around by its little handle. It actually has this nice little handle built into it. So you can carry it around with your handle. Very easy to work with. It is not wireless. You have to use it with the plug into the wall or an extension cord. It does have a wonderful user manual with all of the contraindications and the safety features. But most important thing is we all have different feet. We all have different sensations. We all have different stimuli, and we all have different preferences of what provides relief. So my suggestion for you is to try it. If I remember right, Joel, they get 30 days to try it before they can send it back without any kind of penalty or restocking fee, correct?
Yeah. So it's available right now. Just want to let everybody know. Refresh the screen. It's available right now. And it's free shipping. And yes. Okay. I think we're good. I think everything is working.
Awesome. All right, so make sure that you have submitted your shared so that we can enter. We've got Cassie, an amazing team working behind the scenes. I always want to say thank you to our amazing team at LifePro working behind the scenes to make this all happen, because Joel and I definitely cannot do this by ourselves. So Cassie is keeping track of all of your names and is entering all of your information into our featured spinning wheel that Joel gets to spin here in a little bit. And we will have a winner before we click off today. And you're going to get a special new item that we're not sharing just yet, but it'll be launched on March the 5th. And it's amazing. Something we've not done before.
So wait, are we going to tell the winner what they won?
That's up to you. You're the boss.
Let me think about it. Let me think. If we are going to announce what the winning prize is.
All right. So, yeah, so if you are not sure, like whether to try it or not, give it a try. And again, if you don't like it, let us know, because Joel is about the customers. He's all about customer service. We had a great conversation earlier this week about what we can do to be, superb to our LifePro customers and making sure that you are all held to the highest standard possible. And so if you have any issues or you have questions, make sure and reach out to us and let us know in one form or another. Support at lifeprofitness.com. And we have our 800 number that you can reach out to. But there went 15 minutes. We've gone through a couple of 15 minutes. So I've gotten some good therapy going on. Yeah, so we've got some good stuff. What body part will it be for? Oh, we can't share that. This new device, I can't share that, but I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like it out there. It's very, very special device, and it's going to be worth the wait. So for sure, it's something we've not done before.
Right, and it's really a brand new product. It's not like it's a variation and improvement. It's completely brand new.
Yes.
Thank you, Vicki.
Yeah, so awesome. So I'm excited to see everybody on here. Super excited. This is, oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Lucas, is that we are not, I know, we're, I hope those are tears of happiness. Will it go on my head or face? We can't tell you. I have sworn to secrecy. So if you want to see me coming back around, I cannot share. I will get in trouble. Yes, whatever it is, you are definitely going to need it. Yes, it's pretty awesome. So that being said, how much longer do they have to submit their shared information, Joel?
It's over. So the contest is over because it takes time for us to type in the names.
Awesome.
So,
yes,
but you could do right now. Thank you, Carol. And what you could do indeed is to pray right now that you're going to win.
Yeah, so if there's any questions that anybody has that I can just fill in some time while Cassie's preparing the wheel of prizes today, I'm happy to answer any questions for anything else you might have. Share, give us a little bit of sharing, because I like to live life through gratitude. So if you could give me a little comment. What are you grateful for today? What is something that you're looking forward today, or what is something awesome that's happened to you? Because there's been a lot of negativity going around in our world today because of the weather. So if there's something that you are grateful for, something special that's happened to you this week, share with us. Let us hear it. You do not want to use the foot massager on the hands or the arms. It is not made for that. So I would avoid that. And it does feel similar to the leg or hand massager, yes, but it is for the feet. And your feet have the ability to slide in and slide out freely. So if you have the leg or hand massager, it's very similar. My kitten allowed me to work out on my run legs today. Yay! That's good. I know a lot of pets love those love those devices. So, and I'm super happy to hear that your power is back on, because there are so many people without power right now. And I'm so jealous, Tiffany, because I would love to snuggle with puppies today. My puppy is 100 pounds. And yes, I did a live workout yesterday. And of course, those of you that are doing the 21-day challenge, you know that those videos are releasing day after day after day. I've had a couple of people contact me like, I have no internet. I don't have any power. Can you text me what the video is? So I have the YouTube video up on my TV in my house, and I'm recording just little short strips of it so that I can text that to one of our customers so they can continue the challenge without the internet and without a television. So awesome. Super excited for you, Shirley. Many prayers that everything is exactly as you are hoping it will be. And yes, I'm super grateful for my Rumble X2. Of course, I have each and every one of them so I can help all of you guys understand how to use them. So I was able to get, so here's a little secret for all of you. Many of you might think that I'm on my platforms every single day. And I see all the questions coming in like, how much every day can I get on? Can I get on hours a day, or what's your routine? I had not been on I hadn't been on any of my platforms in probably 4 or 5 days, and I was having major withdrawals. And I had a couple of people that sent me a message and said, hey, are you gonna be teaching a workout soon? I really want to do a workout. I'm like, you know what? I really need a workout too. It's just with life, with snow delays and a blizzard coming through, and I actually went outside to play and went sledding. Like I'm 44 years old and went sledding down a big hill, and it was fun. And I landed on my tushy a couple of times because of all these kids that are building ramps in the side of the snow hills. So it was a fun week. But I have not been on my platform until yesterday for almost, I think it was 4 days. And I did a 30-minute live workout yesterday for some of my clients, and I had a headache all afternoon. So I'm telling you, the platform didn't cause it. That's just the difference when you are on it and when you're not on it. So when you get consistent and you're able to get on your platform, stay consistent, because consistency is the key. But yesterday, it jarred me apart so much that I needed it. And doing the strengthening with it, I needed it. But my body was very rebellious because it was happy being lazy. And my body is not used to being lazy. So you can go through some of those detox symptoms even after the fact. And it's not a detox from eating too much sugar. It's not a detox for drinking certain things. It's not a detox from taking certain medicine. It is a detox on a cellular level. So in order for your cells to work like they are supposed to, down to the nucleus and the mitochondria, your body has to cleanse itself through all of the cells. And so when you go for days and you do different things, or you don't do certain things like I did, I think I stayed in my bed for like a day and a half, just enjoying looking at the snowfall, knowing that we were going to have canceled school. And it was, your body has to stay moving in order to continue to metabolize. So for me, I experienced a headache and neck tension all day yesterday, but I worked a really long day. So if you happen to get off of your device, your platform, and you aren't on it for a few days, and you get back on it and you feel like crap after you use it, that is to be expected sometimes. Because I did my normal P2 program, full throttle, like Amber in magic mode, like doing my crazy workouts. And it felt really good when I was doing it. But my body said, whew, I would really like to go back to bed. And I was so tired yesterday. So it was that form of detox, but my body needed it. And today I'm happy and feeling great. So there we go. All right, Joel, were you ready for a winner? Yes?
All right, so I would like everyone to tell me when I should click the button. So when should I click it? Let me know. When I start seeing a comment that I should click, that's when I'm going to start. That's when I'm going to click. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Suzanne. Waiting. All right. Pat
there
said
it is.
we should go.
Pat said now. And there's a no. That was a short spin.
And Nancy.
Nancy Collins. Hey, Nancy, tell us where you're from.
If she's still on. Is she on?
We will find out shortly. Nancy Collins is the winner. Tell us, Nancy, where are you from? And tell me, what is your favorite Life Pro device? What is your favorite Life Pro tool when you happen to pop up? Are we gonna require them to be present to win, Joel?
Nah. A good question. Maybe next time. But for now, since we didn't
I think
announce
that's
the
fair.
rule.
Yep, I think that's fair. All right. Well, Nancy might have checked out, but we will definitely post information about Nancy, where she's from, and if she's able to get. Oh, there she is! Yay! She is from Cape Cod, where it's cold, very cold. So you are going to benefit big time. And you like I'm going to assume the Rumblex because you put the Rambler. But I know you all. You know what I love, Joel? What I love about all of our customers, because I've been learning so much about our customers when they send me messages. They all have a name for their devices. Do you know that? Like, people are naming their devices. Like, they get on the they get on their platform and they call it the Rambler or the Rumbler, or one lady had an actual name, like a human name for her turbo. It was so cool. So we cannot say what Nancy won. It is a new product coming out on March the 5th, and it's a surprise that we're going to let her test, for the next week until we launch it. But it is something we've never released before. It is nothing comparable. It's something brand new. So I've been waiting for one of these for a long time to come out. Just my creative imagination. So super excited. Michelle is actually a very good friend of mine and works with some of the best gymnasts in the world. She's a phenomenal gymnastics coach with the Flip Zone in Indiana. So thank you, Michelle, for watching. Yes. Okay. Is there a link to order, Connie? Yes. You can go straight to the Life Pro website and it's ready to rock. Yeah. We have not sold out of them yet, right? Okay.
I posted a link.
Awesome.
Okay.
There's your link. So thank you all so much. We will be live again next week. It's next Friday, right? Next Friday, we're doing a launch for several different things, if I remember right. So, and in fact, yes, I believe next Friday at 10 a.m., the same time. Joel and I are much alike. We live an hour at a time. We truly try and fly by the seat of our pants an hour at a time in order to get through and do everything we do with so many different people that we serve to. So spin one more time, she says, Joel. Michelle wants something. Anyhow, you can get the Relaxify today for 20% off at $94.99. It is normally, let me go back and double check this because we just launched it today. It is normally $120. $119. We got to make sure we get those nines in there. $119.99 is what it normally sells for. So anyhow, we thank you all so much for being here with us. So we look forward to seeing you next week. And don't forget about yoga on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. with Roseanne. And don't forget about the 21-day challenge with me. If you have not registered for the 21-day challenge and you don't want to download the app, you can go to the YouTube channel for Life Pro, and there is a playlist there of the 21-day challenge, and you will have access to every video that we have released to date, and a new video being launched every single morning when you wake up. So it's not a live video. It is just it's a recorded video that I did ahead of time so that we could all be on the same page and not have to worry about when it was released. So if you are wanting to participate in that, but you don't want to use the app is GymRat app, and there are instructions that Cassie will be happy to post, or you can go to our Life Pro Facebook page. There's information there on how to register, or you can also find it on our Life Pro website, how to register. But if you don't want to download, there's an app that we use in order to track, because there's a contest going on based on points, and whoever wins the contest gets a new Flex Stride. So it's the under the desk elliptical trainer. So and it's 21 days long, but it's not about how much time you do. It's just about being consistent. It's being consistent and doing something every day. And you get extra points if you take a photo of me teaching or you doing, and you share it to different social media outlets in order to spread the information that we're having the challenge, so that we can spread our greatness everywhere else. So if you are wanting to participate, but you don't care to use the app or you don't care to be on social media, if you go to the YouTube link that we have posted up here, thank you so much, Cassie. If you go up there and click on the link, it'll take you directly to the playlist for the 21-day videos, and you can subscribe to that playlist, and then it'll send you a link that there's a new video released every day. So my question about the points is, do all social media outlets count or just certain ones? For the most part, all of them do. So your TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, yeah, Snapchat, all those. You just you take a photo that you have shared it to one of those social media outlets, and you can use any as you can only account for 1 point per day per social media channel. So let's say you do 4 posts for 4 social media channels on top of your exercise for the day. That would be 5 points. So you are able to catch up into the process. You just want to make sure that you are starting now. It's going to be hard. You can go back and backlog workouts as well. So let's say that if you do day 3 on like the 2nd week, so like we're on day 12 or 13, I think right now, something like that. If you go back and do day 3, you have to enter it as an entry in the app as day 3 with a photo of you doing day 3. But if you have to catch up with the rest of us doing day 3, day 4, day 5, you can do 3 of those days in one day, but you have to log it separate. So it gets a little complicated there. So if you have trouble, reach out to one of us and we will explain it the best to our ability. We were not intending on providing the catch-up opportunities, but we want to make it available for anybody who wants to participate in the running of the points, because we like competition, and we know you all like competition and accountability. So if that's what we have to do in order to get you using things and getting healthy, it's a wellness challenge. So it's not about doing the most. It's about getting comfortable, learning different things with your device, different tricks that I do with a lot of my videos, and figuring out what works for you. So if you can figure out what works for you, then the better. So I think that being said, I think we're tuned in today and ready to rock the rest of our world. Right, Joel? All right. So that being said, thank you everybody for participating, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Take care.
Have a great